Does iconicity affect why some signs are easier to translate than others? This study asked people who know both English and American Sign Language whether a sign in ASL and a word in English had the same meaning. This is a sign for sit in ASL. Participants needed to reject the English word print as an equivalent translation. The English word activated the sign, and then participants pressed no on the keyboard. Participants were also asked to reject translations that were related in form. Prior studies have shown that novices have a hard time rejecting these pairs because they have to work hard to recognize what they are seeing. Participants also needed to reject translations that were related in meaning. These pairs are more difficult for experts because they have to reject many possible words that are related to each other. In ASL and other signed languages, many signs look like what they mean in some way. This is called iconicity. Here, the bent legs of a person sitting are connected in the minds of signers to the bent fingers of the sign for sit. The sign for couch uses the same iconicity as sit and extends it to refer to many people sitting in a row. While the sign for couch may not appear iconic to novices, this study tests whether experts connect their knowledge of signs like sit to iconically related signs like couch. Another factor that is known to influence translation speed is how abstract or concrete a concept is. One way to measure this is imageability. While it is easy to visualize a concept like smoking, a concept like caring is more abstract and more difficult to visualize. Concrete concepts are typically translated more quickly, whereas abstract concepts are typically translated more slowly. This study tested the interaction of imageability and proficiency on the translation of iconically related signs in ASL. Results showed that for concrete concepts like standing, novices were less sensitive to iconic relations. They were the same speed when they translated iconically related signs compared to unrelated signs. This is because even if they did know the connections for individual signs, they had not yet learned the iconic relations between these signs. Experts, on the other hand, were slower to translate iconically related signs compared to unrelated signs. Unlike novices, they had a rich network of lexical connections that had to be rejected as correct translations before they could answer. This suggests that very concrete concepts may serve as anchors for networks of iconic relations. When concepts were less concrete, like carry, experts showed no difference in how they processed iconicity. Novices, however, were quicker. This suggests that the lack of an anchor in the lexical network means both novices and experts access fewer possible signs, which provides a proportionally bigger effect of iconicity in abstract concepts for novices than for experts. To summarize, iconicity does affect how signs are translated. These effects change based on language experience. And iconicity is not only something that influences novices, but is also important once you become a true sign language expert.